Hello, everyone. Have you ever wondered why we've had so many food recalls lately? I know some people get really annoyed with me for doing videos on the food recalls, but to me it's really important because what we put in our body makes a difference to our health and well-being. I mean, there's been recalls for dog food, cat food, and fish, and eggs, and beef, just pretty much everything, even bread. Even bread is recalled because of plastics in it. And water. Really? Bottled water recalls? There's been so much going on. And it gets kind of scary. Because then you don't know what is safe to eat, what is good to eat. If you can get fresh whole produce, that's really the best. Which is why I really appreciate the farmers markets, because the farmers markets, that's your opportunity to get fresh food right from the farmer, so you can know who's growing the food and you'll know that it's just fresh out of the ground. But of course, there's some common sense things that we can do in regards to food. If you have canned goods, some cans have dates on them, expiration dates. Other cans have manufacture dates on them, which really doesn't tell you how long that canned product is good. Usually they say a year from the manufacture date is a safe bet on a lot of foods, and I can do another video in the future that gets more descriptive on the exact amount of times of each type of canned or non-perishable food. But if the can is dented where you can't open it, or if it's puffed or looking weird, just toss it. It's just better to just toss it. With meat, look for the date that it was produced. If it looks like it has freezer burn, it's possibly that it was produced in a store, put back in a freezer section, given to a donation place, and then from the donation place, it was put out for a food shelf. And once it goes through that process of going from one vehicle to another freezer to another location, there's a timeline for how long your food can actually be out in, just in the air, because it starts to fall out and it changes the chemical composition of the food. After it's been out for so long, even food that's given away at a food shelf, like food's given away at a food shelf and someone doesn't show up to pick up their food, and suppose they send their friend Sally or whoever and say, hey, grab some stuff for me. Sure, Sally can grab some stuff for you, but hopefully Sally would be taking it directly home and putting it in the refrigerator or freezer in some refrigerated section, because that timeline starts, that clock starts ticking on that food. And after it's been out for too long, there are things that start to grow in your food, and you really don't want to eat it after that's happening, because when that starts to happen, even if you freeze it and then you thaw it and you want to recook it again, you're taking some chances on your health, really. And it's just like spinach. You buy a bag of spinach, if it's fresh, you know what fresh looks like. It looks good. You can examine the bag and see that it looks good through the bag. If it's looking slimy and creepy and weird, toss it. If it doesn't smell right, toss it. If you have a piece of fruit and it doesn't feel right, toss it. Don't keep things that are going to make you sick. Make wise food choices. And even though there have been a lot of food recalls, some things are not within our control, but there's a lot that is within our control, and that's where we need to use our mind, and we need to pay attention to what we're purchasing, where we're purchasing it from, and the condition of the product, condition of the bag. If you're getting a piece of meat and the plastic that it's in is torn and it's been exposed to air, I wouldn't take it. Toss it. So try the take it or toss it out, whenever you go shopping, or if you're going to a food shelf, or wherever you're getting your food from. It's nice to be able to get things. It's nice to be able to get things on sale or free. And a lot of times things that are on sale, you have to watch your food because it might be kind of sketchy. So check out what you got. Check the dates. Check the condition of the packaging. Make sure the packaging hasn't been tampered with or isn't damaged in some way. If there's a funny odor or if things look slimy or gross, toss it, So, just another thought for today. Take it or toss it. Check out your food before you start to prepare it because that can make the difference between a good, delicious, healthy meal and food poisoning. Till next time.